Every World War II army in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 is currently defending a small city. The United States, the Germans, the Japanese, the Russians, and the British have all brought forward flak guns, tanks, anti-tank guns, and more to hold out against 6 million alien invaders. These alien invaders include xenomorphs, predators, robots, as well as tripods and siren heads. A wide variety of alien-style invaders attacking against every World War II army. Do you guys think that the World War II army can survive and hold the perimeter of this small city, or will they be wiped out by the alien attack? If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. Now let's get into this thing. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, boys, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Over in this corner we have our British soldiers, and they are going to be going up against some of these outer space demon astronauts who are currently getting peppered by a lot of the stationary artillery fire, which is just doing some serious destruction to this landscape. You gotta love that, baby. That's that World War II flat gun prowess. To the right of those British soldiers is going to be the Japanese right here. They have some Chihas supporting them, and they're going to be going up against the alien Xenomorphs that are charging across the way here. They're not taking as much explosive fire, but there we go. Now the Japanese rifleman lines with their Arisakas are beginning to fire at them. They should be able to get a pretty decent number of kills before the aliens actually reach their front lines, or at least we have to hope that, because it's going to be essential to taking out that military, because the alien Xenomorphs are quite powerful. Over here we have the World War II American shotgunners with some Panthers. They're going up against the Predators, as well as their siren heads way far back behind the Predators as well. So it'll take a little while for them to get to the front lines, which is probably a good thing for the US troopers here, because the shotgun units take a while to actually fire. As you can see, there we go, they're just now starting to fire, and they have kind of a cone of fire going on with these shotguns, so they're going to be doing less damage right now, but as the enemy gets closer and closer, more of their shotgun pellets hit, and they'll do more and more damage. So, you know, right now they're not doing a crazy amount of damage, but as the Predators actually get closer and closer, they'll start to really hit them hard, which is perfect. That is very nice. Over here we have the Russian soldiers. They have some AT guns with them, along with T-34s, and then there's also some small mortars here. There's actually 1,000 of those small mortars, but they're extremely weak, so that's why I put 1,000 of them on the battlefield. And they're fighting against some outer space German party trooper robots from space. So yeah, that's terrifying. Those guys are coming forward and attacking some of these Russian Red Army troopers here. The Soviets have come to play, and they are playing very hard. They are doing a very nice job over there. And then, of course, in the very center, we are going to have American assault troopers and German Kar 98K troopers, and we'll get to them eventually. But for now, we need to see if these Brits are going to hold up against some of these outer space demon astronauts that are coming forward. It looks like they're doing a pretty good job with their Sten guns right now, keeping them at bay. It also helps that they have so much stationary artillery helping them out. The corners of these lines are definitely going to be the weakest points. That's kind of how it always goes with these square formations, and you can see where the Brits and the Russians meet up right here. It is getting torn apart right now by a lot of oncoming robots, both you know, the German ones and then the astronaut demons also coming forward right now. So not a very good thing right here at all. Currently, we are at 5 million aliens left alive. So 1/6 of their total force has died at this point, which is fantastic. But also 123,000 of the World War II units have died at this point. So just about 1/6 of their total force has also died, meaning so far this is a very even Stevens battle right now, which is pretty good to see, because it's always nice when the battles are fairly even with each other. Let's see how the shotgun units are doing. They're keeping these guys at bay. Oh, never mind, not so much in the middle, where a ton of these shotgun units have all died out. That is very not good. Hopefully the Panthers can help prevent this push from going all the way through immediately, because that would be very bad to lose this entire lineup of American soldiers. A very strong barrier right now to the center city area over there, so they need to keep this area alive at all costs. But it seems like the Predators are moving through them pretty easily. Oh, the same with the Japanese soldiers over here. The Xenomorph aliens are destroying these guys. Holy cow. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. The Chihas behind them are trying to do some supportive fire right now, but it's not working out too well. Oh, geez, this is really, really bad. It seems like the Predators and the aliens are the two strongest sides right now that are actually breaching quite a bit into the World War II lines. Also, there are the Siren Heads back here coming on forward. They haven't obviously made it all the way forward yet, but once they do, it'll be pretty devastating. And then over here, we have the alien tripods coming forward. Looks like a few of them have died, but most of them are still alive. Oh no, those ones are just getting knocked around by artillery fire. They're not dead yet. Okay, well, that's gonna be bad. That's gonna be really, really rough once they hit these lines. Right here, we have Japanese and British soldiers working together against a mixture of dead astronauts and alien xenomorphs right here. They're getting a really solid number of kills. This is quite nice. And actually, the alien forces have just dipped to under 4 million left. So 1/3 of their total force is dead at this point in the battle. And there's still 384,000 remaining World War II soldiers. So again, another 1/3 of their total force is dead on the battlefield. So both sides, once again, completely neck and neck. Each are losing soldiers at a similar rate to their original force, which is going to make it hard to tell who's actually going to be able to fully win this thing. Here come some of the tripods now, but they're just barely dying before they actually make it to the front lines. I've not seen a single electric fire from these guys yet. They use an electric beam to kill enemies. There we go. That's them firing out. But they are going down in droves, I think, because of just the solidarity of the British and the Japanese soldiers right here, but also those cannons are just disrupting them over and over again, causing some serious problems for those boys. The Japanese over here are basically overrun, especially in the middle here, where the Chihas are now having to pick up some of the slack there, and that's going to result in a flank of the shotgun units for the Americans over this way, which is starting to happen right now. Looks like a couple of the Panthers have gone down to the Xenomorphs and Predators right now, working together. Blasphemy! But right now the Siren Heads still have not quite made it far enough forward. They're about to, though. Oh, over here they have. Wait, hold on. I didn't realize they'd come up to the right side. Right now they're facing the same problem that the alien tripods are having, where, like, the sheer number of mortars over here launching fire into them is just knocking them around and preventing them from being able to actually do anything. So you can see a number of the Siren Heads over here actually just flipping out, and a couple are already died. And these Siren Heads are usually very, very powerful beings. They are devastating in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. So yeah, you can see that one is actually getting some shots off and killing a number of World War II shotgun units in one foul swoop. But most of them are just getting knocked around and are basically not doing anything on the battlefield. Also, we do have the Car 98K troopers back here, and the, oh, a little bit of lag, Thompson SMG troopers now beginning to fire away through some of those Siren Head boys that are getting knocked around, and also shooting at, I think, the Predators and the aliens over here. You can see all that mortar fire getting tossed out here, which is absolutely beautiful. So the World War II armies are still defending really, really nicely, and now they have killed half of the alien force. 2.8 million aliens still remain on the battlefield, which is a pretty pretty staggering amount. I mean, that's no small fry, especially considering the aliens are so powerful in general. It's going to be able to be difficult to be able to defeat them. And 320,000 remaining World War II units. So the World War II units have actually somewhat taken the lead now. They've stopped losing soldiers at the same rates as the alien soldiers coming forward, and they've started to dominate the battlefield a little bit more. It's still a pretty close game. You know, we're not talking about like a clean sweep here from the World War II units, but it is getting better for them, certainly. Over this way, the Russians still doing very well. The Russians and the Brits, honestly, are doing the best on the battlefield. Oh, no, these Russian soldiers have taken some serious losses now, actually, so that's a bit of a lie, but that's okay. They've still got AT guns as well as T-34s back here to help them out. Hopefully they can stem the tide a little bit more of these guys coming forward, but all in all, very proud of this World War II defense going on currently. Let's go ahead and watch this corner where the US lines and the Russian lines meet, and we get to see those siren heads come in. So let's time-lapse this for a little bit here. 2.4 million aliens remaining, and 305,000 World War II units remaining. Alright boys, so some serious losses have happened for both sides. Right now the siren heads are starting to devastate some of the Kar-98K German soldiers back this way, and that's becoming quite a problem. Most of the mortars are now dead at this point, so they're not knocking them around as much, but there's still all this stationary artillery back here, which is good, as well as the T-34s and the AT guns over here. So they're still getting a ton of explosive rounds into these guys, knocking them around, killing them, doing the whole thing. There's still a lot of Russians over here, and the British aren't really dealing with a huge enemy force anymore. Yes, there's some... How did a siren head get all the way over here? Holy cow. Yes, they are still dealing with, you know, some of these robots coming forward, but they're doing great. I mean, those Brits are really tough in this game. Over here, all of the tripods are dead. That's crazy. Good job. And over here, the Xenomorphs are kind of flanking a lot of these guys over this way, as well as the World War II shotgun units over here. So, yes, we have the city getting invaded pretty heavily, but on the opposite side, we have really good things happening. So it's a mixed bag on if they're going to win or not. Currently, there's only 800,000 aliens remaining, which is really good. I mean, they've clearly killed a ton of them at this point and are in the final swing of things here, where they could potentially get a really nice W. Oh, shoot. Oh, that was a huge lag spike. Holy cow. Okay. Glad we recovered from that one. So yeah, now 760,000 aliens still remain, and 214,000 World War II soldiers still remain. So World War II soldiers are seriously killing a lot. Okay, we need to get away from this area because it is generating crazy lag. If we look this way, it's actually better. If we look over here, oh my god, the lag. Yeah, I think it's the Brits actually causing all that lag over that way. And then over this way, we've got the American SMG units starting to really pump out some lead right now. My goodness. I saw on TikTok someone was selling, like, they were firing bullets in a pool, and then, oh, lag spike. And then with the bullet, it, you know, kind of forms weirdly into a flower when it's shot in a pool from the water resistance, and with that bullet fragment they then like make necklaces and rings out of it and stuff, which is like kind of cool idea. But a lot of people made the point, like, won't you get lead poisoning from that? Like, isn't that a really bad idea? Like, because bullets are still made out of lead, I'm pretty sure, right? I don't know, like correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be totally way off, but it seems like a cool jewelry piece, but like at the same time lead? Question mark? So someone more informed than me, let me know. Either way, yes, the Siren Heads are causing some devastation here. They are truly the last hurrah for the alien army, plus some of the German space robots also being one of the stronger units they've still got on the battlefield. So those guys coming in is definitely a huge threat to the World War II army, but still, only, is that a 6 or a 3? Oh my god, it's so hard to see. My stupid overlay is covering it up. Well, we'll find out when it goes down to either 5 or 2. So just give it a second. But I can say there's 181,000 World War II units still remaining. So there's still a substantial number of World War II units remaining. And the aliens currently have, let's see, 6 or 3? It was a 6, so they still have about 600,000 soldiers remaining. So World War II units starting to fall off a little bit here. They're shooting this guy through the air like crazy. Look at him pave a path through here as he tumbles on over back to his lines. That's insanity right there. My goodness. And the inner city here is definitely in some pretty big trouble as well. So things are going crazy, boys. They're going crazy. Let's go ahead and time lapse for a little bit longer here. Alright boys, things are continuing to heat up a bit here. 380,000 remaining alien soldiers versus 150,000 remaining World War II soldiers. So clearly the World War II Army is still doing pretty great, but they've started to take more and more losses, and both sides are a bit more even now, I would say, and it's kind of back to a question mark of who might be able to win this thing. The Russians are completely just destroyed over here. A couple T-34s still hanging in there. The Brits are still doing fantastic, but they're getting eaten away at just a smidge from some of these robot Germans from space. And the artillery back here still going hard. That artillery is the lifeblood of this army currently, I think. The flak guns pointing to the ground and firing away. Also over here, it looks like all the alien Xenomorphs are dead, which is great. So actually, there's like no combat on this side of the battlefield. All the combat is taking place on this side of the battlefield with the German robots from space and the Siren Heads over here, as well as I think some Predators. Oh no, there are still some Xenomorphs over this way and Predators. They all just navigated into the city. Okay, the city is laggy, my guy. Holy cow, but I think it would be really cool to watch this alleyway defending against oncoming Siren Heads, Xenomorphs, and Predators. So let's do it. 140,000 remaining World War II units, 334,000 remaining aliens. Despite this alleyway obviously taking some hits during this time frame, they've held up quite well. Oh my god, another lag spike. We got to get out of the alleyway here. They're killing a lot of Siren Heads over there and doing quite well. 230,000 remaining aliens here and 127,000 remaining World War II units. I'm getting more confident that World War II will end up seeing a W at the end of the day here. I think they've got it. I think they can do it. It's still going to be a tough fight, especially with those Siren Heads still floating around bit by bit. But overall, it seems like they've got a stronger defense going now, which is excellent. Let's do a little overhead time-lapse action here to watch. You can see the pathways that the Siren Heads have been blown through in the lines. That's so funny. That usually happens in most battles with even smaller units too, but since the Siren Heads are so large, you could really see the lines forming in the soldiers still alive there, which is just kind of funny to see. Alright, let's do a bit of an overhead time-lapse here, watching the artillery, the Brits, the Americans, all fighting together right now. That's pretty much all of the boys still alive on the battlefield right now for the World War II units. I believe we are at the guaranteed win point for the World War II soldiers. They've still got 120,000 remaining boys on the battlefield, and the enemy only has now 9,000, now 8,000, now 7,500. They're depleting so quickly as they march in to attack the remaining World War II soldiers. It was a few close calls right there, but we got a defender victory. And defender victories are honestly so much more rare than attacker victories in Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2, just because this game is the large swaths of men you have to combat and defend from. It can be a lot. So a pretty impressive W here from the World War II soldiers, and a very neck and neck battle the entire time. So that definitely made it very fun to watch, because I really didn't know who would win this thing. There was a few moments where I thought the aliens had it, then the World War II units, and etc, etc. Still laggy in the city over here, and I don't think there's any more siren heads over that way, so get me out of the city. Okay, thank God. God, that was laggy. And now we just have 30 remaining aliens, the last few trickling in here, and getting curb stomped by the World War II Earth armies. That's what I'm talking about, baby! Either way, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.